I wanted to tell you a little bit beforehand on this project. So, you want me to get you some chairs you can sit on? Just kidding. So, this is something that I don't know if you have had a chance to read my mayor's message, which is on the town website. Please go and do. Basically, I talk about faith, family, and freedom, and then I talk about community and culture. And when we talk about culture, it comes down to everything that Dave said, as well as volunteers. The thing is I was talking with some other people, and we were talking about our volunteers, and usually when you say volunteers, the first thing that comes to mind is always, Fire Company 1, Fire Company 2, First Aid Squad, all the big ones. But then you start realizing how many other ones. And I started looking at what I've been involved in, everything from the Flood Committee, Economic Development, Little League, soccer, Cub Scouts, the whole 9 yards. And then you start really thinking, wow, there's a lot. And then working with Melissa and Kyle, we start brainstorming how many I forgot. And I'm sure there's more that I forgot. I'm going to apologize to anybody that I possibly left off. I swear I will get you on that list. But we went back and forth and we started realizing, wow. Again, we are 7 square miles, 15,500 people. And I must have a list of close to 50 different organizations just in our town, all 7. So the first thing I want to do is acknowledge everything that you guys do, because you don't have to. Nobody has to put their hat in the ring, but yet, look at how many people just in this room, and there's 10 times the amount outside that weren't able to make it. So I really appreciate you. That's why it was very, very important to me, as well as the rest of council, to acknowledge everybody, but in a more appropriate way. So with that said, are you ready?
We're ready.
We're ready, okay. Wait, hold on. So I can't see or hear anything. Okay. Now, you ready? This is for you guys. This is what it's all about. So, celebrating the heart of community, a tribute to Pequannock volunteer organizations. And that's all of you guys. Whereas volunteer service represents the best of the spirit of the United States, enabling people to solve problems by working together to find community solutions. And whereas volunteerism is one of the most vital mechanisms for social good, ensuring a lasting impact with its ability to provide assistance to the elderly, infirm, and needy. It boosts community morale, lifts up the community members, affirms faith to God, and generally makes a community a better place. And whereas volunteering enriches the community of Pequannock, protects its environment, and restores public land, it helps ensure an adequate response to natural and man-made disasters, contributes to public safety, strengthens the public educational system, addresses food insecurity and other needs, lifts morale, improves the lives of the most vulnerable people of Pequannock, and does in fact make Pequannock a better place. And whereas the Township of Pequannock recognizes and appreciates the shared universal values underpinning volunteerism, free will, commitment, engagement, compassion, sacrifice, empathy, and respect for others. And whereas the Township of Pequannock wishes to promote, encourage, and expand opportunities for volunteer service and strengthen the capacity of organizations and communities to solve problems. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Township Council, and the Township of Pequannock does hereby commend, celebrate, and express its great appreciation for the volunteer missions, efforts, and contributed to the agency of the following volunteer organizations. Just to give you an idea. Okay? And I'm sure I'm missing, so to anybody out there, I do apologize how I add you to the list, but I do want to go through this really quick. When I call off your group, if you could just raise your hands, I'd really appreciate it. Pequannock Township First Aid and Rescue Squad. Compton Plains Engine Company 1. Anybody here from Company 1? How about Company 2? Okay, no problem. Pequannock Valley Rotary. Anybody here from them? And a side point, right? Every time we get a new police officer, you guys donate the first vest. That's what I mean. Pequannock Regional Chamber of Commerce. I saw you here. There it is. Pequannock Township Public Library Board of Trustees. Anybody here from the board? And of course, Friends of Pequannock Township Library. Anybody here from that? Okay, well, we got American Legion, Post 450 and 242. Pequannock Township Historical Society. We got Boy Scout Troop 79 and 144. Boy Scout 144. Cub Scout is 79 and 144, and then Boy Scouts. Boy Scouts troop. Girl Scouts of Pequannock. Anybody here from Girl Scouts? All right, we're still going to time today. What about the Pequannock Planning Board? The Pequannock Zoning Board of Adjustment. Anybody from zoning? How about Dollar Ride? Five-Town Regional Dollar Ride. Municipal Alliance Committee. Anybody here from that? No? Okay. Shade Tree Commission. Anybody Shade Tree? How about Environmental Commission? I can see it. There we go. Did everybody see that wonderful PowerPoint selection that just happened a couple weeks ago? Did you see the pictures of how much stuff we had? I mean, it was packed. It was great. Okay, Economic Development. Anybody here from Economic Development? Flood Control. Anybody from Flood Committee? Well, you are. There we go. Historic District. Anybody Historic District? All right, thank you for coming. Of course, he's also part of the Pequannock High School Marching Band. #1 pit crew. Thank you very much. Open Space. Anybody here from Open Space? Yes. Open Space. Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec? Yes. Yes. Senior Citizen Advisory. Anybody Senior Citizen Advisory? Hey, right there. How about Unico? Unico? Got it. No? Okay. Community Partners of Hope. Yes. Come on in, Iron Man. That there is an Iron Man, ladies and gentlemen. He is one of the hardest working people in Little League. Thank you very much. Suburban Women's Club. We have them. Yes. How about the Pequannock Township Food Pantry? Every organization is important, but wow, I mean, there's nothing like putting food on somebody's table, so I really appreciate that. Knights of Columbus. Do we have Knights of Columbus here? Oh, you say this, Pequannock. Columbiettes. Pequannock Columbiettes.
Yep, they're Columbiettes.
Okay, anybody there? No? Okay. We can still practice. How about Pequannock Disc 55 Senior Activity Club? Yes. How about Pequannock Adopted Pet? Pequannock Adopted Pet. Anybody here? No? Okay. And then we're also going to do Animal Shelter. Anybody from the Animal Shelter? How about Quilting for a Cause? And then this list starts getting really, really big. But everybody from all Pequannock club teams, baseball, softball, cheer, lacrosse, soccer. We also have Pequannock Little League. Thank you very much, guys. But it's not just that, because then when you start looking at the schools, where it's all the parents of the homeschool associations for Hillview, North Boulevard, Gerace, Pequannock Valley Middle and High School. marching band, and everybody else associated with that. And then on top of that, it's all the churches in town and everything that comes off of those churches. Again, this is a huge list, and it's even bigger when you start thinking about everything from the churches. Thank you very much. I appreciate everything that you do. To the schools, to the teams, and then you start realizing how big this is. And you start realizing how important this is to our community. And this is where the culture for our community is, and that's what makes Pequannock great. So from my heart to you guys, this is all about you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for coming in. This is the best thing in the world. All right?